Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome again to my channel. Today we're going to be setting up our project within Intellij, and we're first going to be starting off here within Spring Initializer to actually set up our project. So, if you don't know how to get there, all you have to do is just go to that link over there, start.spring.io, and then you will be directed to this page over here. So the first thing we're going to do there is name our project. So I'm just going to call this demo uh, application demo. And then from there on, the artifact name, we'll just call that let's just say custom spring uh, spring MVC um, custom authentication, let's just say. I know it's a bit of a long name, but yeah, we'll just stick to that. And then from there on, we're going to add some dependencies here. So the first one will be we'll add that over there, the Spring Web dependency, along with the MySQL connector or the MySQL driver. Then the other one, I think it's gonna be uh, Spring JPA, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, Spring Data JPA. Now I'll explain this one a bit later, but for now I'll just add it onto the system. Okay, so and then I think that's about it. Let me just be sure about that. So okay, yeah, yeah, I think that's it for the dependencies, and then from there on we'll just have to generate the project. Or actually, sorry about that. I made one mistake. I actually have to build this using Java 8. So I'm just gonna cancel that and then just make sure to click that Java version over there. So then we'll generate the project, or it'll download the project, and then I'm gonna save it within my project folders. So I have a folder here within my C drive, and then let's say Spring packages. That's it. And I'm gonna save it within there. Okay, so now I'm gonna just go into that folder, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna extract this within the very same folder. So I'll just extract it to that. Okay, so then now I'm gonna open this particular project with IntelliJ. So um, I'm just gonna close that, and let me just refresh this. All right, so that's our project over there. So I'm gonna open this within a new window. Okay, it's gonna load up over there. All right, let's just give it a chance to load up, and then we'll check it out once it's done. All right, so our project is now loaded up, though it's still currently downloading the what you call it, the dependencies that we need for our project. And actually, that's what I want us to check at the moment. So the pom.xml file is it's what we're gonna be using to pull our dependencies. So just want to show you guys that quickly if this can open up. Okay, if we can just analyze it quickly, the first things that we're gonna get, obviously, it's through the dependencies that we had to download through our through the Spring Initializer there. So all of these dependencies that we added here, That's basically all. That's what you're seeing over here. Now there's other dependencies that I'm going to copy into this file over here, um, that I've saved up on my notepad over here. So just going to copy this, and then and I'm going to paste it there. Okay, so if we just analyze it quickly, I'm also going to refresh the Maven file over here. So if you just check it quickly, um, besides the first four dependencies that you see there, what we're going to need for our project is the Spring Boot starter validation, the Tomcat embedded Jasper, JSTL. Uh, this one is what we're going to need when we're working with the JSP files, along with obviously with the JDBC drivers over there. The other one that I want us to take note of is the Spring Boot starter email, starter mail, along with the Spring Security Crypto. So this is what we're going to use to hash our password. So we're going to be using the bcrypt library to hash whatever passwords we're going to be hashing within our system. So basically that's it for the what you call it for our pom.xml file. The other file that I want us to check out is the properties file. So within here again, I'm going to copy and paste some files over there. So what we're going to need, um, I'm going to copy that there and then paste it there. So what we're going to need within our properties file for the time being, it's these configurations. Now I have to add this, otherwise when we run our Spring Boot application, it's going to give us an error. And the reason it does that is because of the one of the reasons is going to be because of this MySQL connector over here. It's going to be looking for this driver, and so if we don't set that up there, it's going to have an issue. And then, by the way, in the last video when we were setting up our database, um, there's one column that I forgot to add when creating the users table, which is the user type table. So if you are one of those people who are following along, just remember to alter your table and add this column within there. So now with that being said, I want to copy this database name, our Spring Boot's custom login database name. Then that's what I'm going to be pasting in within here. All right, so make sure it is the same database, whatever database you created, make sure that you have it there, and make sure the credentials are the same as well, because otherwise it's gonna give you an error once it tries to load up our once you run the application, it's gonna give you an error if you don't have that correct. So I think Maven is done downloading all of the dependencies. I just want to double check here. Okay, we have all of that, and then I want to check the plugins as well. Spring Boot. Okay, we have that, and then just to be sure, we can check here within the libraries as well. So yeah, I think that's it in terms of the all we're gonna need for the dependencies. So now again, the other dependencies that I showed you, starting from the starter validation up until our Spring Boot mail starter over there. You can download these files at the Maven repository website, in case you were wondering. So this is where I got the rest of the dependencies that you saw there. Because some of them you will not get within the Spring Initializer. So just remember to do that, in case you were wondering as to where I got these other dependencies. So yeah, for now I guess that's it in terms of initializing our project here within IntelliJ. And yeah, but I seem to have one error here. Let me just check that out. One parent. Okay, I seem to be having an error. I'm gonna check that out once we're done with this video. But yeah, that's it. That's all we're gonna need for now, for the time being, in terms of our project. All right, guys. So that's it for our project setup here within IntelliJ. And for those of you who haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys within the next video. Cheers for now.